What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Avatar The Last Airbender standard video. And what you're looking at right now is one of my favorite standard decks out of the old meta, Simic Terror. We see a lot of cards that are no longer possible to play in standard, cards like Seed of Hope, Town Ain't Big Enough, Up the Beanstalk, Yavimaya Coast. But I figured it's time for us to revive this deck list because we have a new strategy in standard that also likes to see instants and sorceries in the graveyard, which makes it perfect for a Tolarian Terror deck list. And that is, of course, Lessons. Now, the greatest thing about this is that just like the old version, it is super budget friendly. You technically only need 4 rare wildcards for Stormchaser's Talent. This card is really important to the strategy because those otter tokens with prowess really benefit off of all these like instants and sorceries we have in the deck list, or like non-creature spells. And then when you get to level 2, you can of course replay Accumulate Wisdom, aka Ancestral Recall, which is basically the replacement for Up the Beanstalk in this deck list. 2 mana instant, look at the top of 3 cards of your library, put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Lead those cards into your hand instead if there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. So the synergy between Tolarian Terror decks and lesson decks is just fantastic and good enough for me to try and revive this deck. Now, you do need some rare wildcards for the dual lands, like this Botanical Sanctum, Breeding Pool, and Willow Rush Verge. But if you want to start off with basics or like the uncommon version of these like dual lands, you can do that as well and eventually build up to having the rare lands that you need. Because like, you know, rare lands are probably one of the safest investments for your wildcards, so you can build towards that. But, you know, the deck definitely doesn't fall apart if you're running more basics or anything of that sort. And, you know, I think it's really cool to try anyways. So we're playing Lessons, but we are in Simic colors. And we have some green cards that really make that worthwhile, like Seismic Sense. We have Shared Roots as well. Seismic Sense is a 1-mana sorcery lesson. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Fantastic card in this deck because it's a super cheap sorcery and it's a lesson as well. So all we're trying to do in this deck is basically have enough instants and sorceries in our graveyard to discount Tolarian Terror and Dimir Crab as much as possible. Tolarian Terror could be a 1-mana 5/5 creature with Ward 2. Dimir Crab could be a 2-mana 5/5 creature with Flash. When it enters, you tap up to 2 target creatures. Most of the time, we're going to be tapping our opponent's creatures so that we can clear it away and make it so that our 5-power, like heavy hitters, can just deal a bunch of damage to our opponent. Or, of course, the little otter tokens that you can make with Stormchaser's Talent. Now, the lesson package is just great for this strategy because Grand is also awesome. When Grand becomes tapped, draw a card and discard a card. So a good way for you to fill up the graveyard. Non-creature spells get discounted with Grand as well, which is great. Something like Boomerang Basics, another super cheap sorcery lesson. You can return a target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you control the permanent, draw a card. We could bounce something of our opponent. That would be a really nice tempo play. Or we could pick up and replay our own Stormchaser's Talent. The flexibility is kind of like endless. More lessons we're playing. Shared Roots. 2-mana lesson, search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. This is a really nice card because we are playing an 18-land deck, but it works out with cards like Seismic Sense, Shared Roots, and Cash Grab. Cash Grab works nicely with this strategy as well because it's a 2-mana instant. You mill 4 cards, but a permanent card from among the cards milled its way into your hand. So you could find a land, a creature, you could find your Stormchaser's Talent. It just works. And then it'll quench a nice little piece of, you know, counter magic. But there's also other things you could do, technically. Like, there are 3 copies of Origin of Metal Bending into the sideboard here, which destroys a target artifact or enchantment, or puts a 1/1 counter on target creature control, and it gains indestructible until the end of turn. You could definitely make a case for adding this card into the main and taking out, like, a Quench or, like, a Cash Grab or something along those lines. But you kind of, you know, you have options. I think the deck is awesome. I think it's a really creative way to use lessons. Huge fan of, like, the Simic Terror deck list. And I think it was a pretty good attempt at reviving the deck, while also providing you guys with a really sweet budget deck. So that's it for now. Let's dive into the gameplay and, you know, have a very nice New Year's Eve. I'll see you in the new year. All right, chat, here we go. Simic Lessons. Ooh, I would try and gamble on Gran, but we do be an 18-land deck, so because we have a lot of ways to like find lands. We just need to have a decent amount, like 2 in our opening hand, and we're good to go. And we're now in it with Tolarian Terror. Look at my Breeding Pool. Haha, she looks fancy. But I love the opponent's aesthetics. Like this, like the Terra avatar works so well with the Ariat sleeves. Like, okay, I see you. Like, I see you, bestie. You got good taste right there. Like, incredible stuff. Bloodcast. Wow, they got taste all around. Incredible taste. Yeah, no, I know, right? Like, they're really cooking right there. Great stuff. It's giving. It's giving. They're playing Dimir though. Okay. Nah, bestie, we don't care. Tiny bones? Whoa. Tiny bones? Sick. Nothing? Not a single land in there? That shit hurted. Alright, I'll try and look for it again, I guess. Well. Okay, that's kinda... You know... Okay. I was imagining that there would be a chance that... But it's okay. Right, right. I was just gonna bounce the Cecil back into their hand, like... Okay. We could still get got by... a cat. This is kind of dangerous, you know, because if they do cat, then they find a way to animate reef. I could be dead. So maybe just one otter? Okay. Just don't want to risk it. I'll just take that. Yeah, Cecil is dangerous. Damn, I only have 2 blue available right now. Probably just gonna like flash in Dimir Crab on their turn, I think. That seems okay. Okay, wait a minute. They just played the island out before attacking with the Bloodghast. Interesting. Going to attackers. Part of me's curious to see what they would swing with, though. Both? What the helly? This feels like bait, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna take it then. Let me go to 2. Life's a resource. I'm right, chat. Like, I'm gonna just tap Cecil here. If I can. Okay. Right, right. Wasn't expecting that. Reasonable doubt? I just like cannot predict what the hell they have in their hand because I don't know what the fuck they're playing. Like, counterspell like that? Right, right. Okay, we're swinging with everything. All right. Right. Okay. That was an interesting swing. Right. right. Yo, what's up, Mac? How you doing? Interesting. I was thinking about like chat. I was thinking about like Mine Friend the whole day yesterday. I was like looking for like Mine Friend pictures, but I couldn't find shit because the game is so like indie, I guess. Nobody fucking knows of the game. Meanwhile, like on my brain, all I can think about is Mine Friend like walking around on my screen. Traveling 61 months, thank you. This is budget as fuck. Yeah, the only rare in this deck is Stormchaser Challenge. I mean, obviously you have the lands that are also rares, but yeah, outside of that, we only have Stormchaser Challenge rare, so played so much Tolarian Terror yesterday in Pauper. Nah, it's true, Pauper All-Star Tolarian Terror. I mean, come on now. So I guess there's just like a weird take on Dimir mid-range. I guess. I don't know. Do I want to like change anything here? Maybe like enable the screams, I guess. Instead of unsummon. And then summon can also protect my shit, which I always love about it. Grand. Well, Grand isn't a rare. I guess is she expensive? I guess maybe she is. I haven't really looked up the pricing on Grand. Yeah, Grand isn't a common. She's not special, like... she's not special. Yeah. Grand not special enough, I fear. Oh, 7 grandma. I can kind of see myself going with this, though. I may regret this. We'll see. No, Grand is fucking one drop. Like, they really pushed her to the limits. Like, they really pushed her to the limits. It's crazy. Hey, Diva. Mythic in our hearts. Nah, it's true. It's true. It's true. We need the Grand cosplay. I was gonna say, whenever an opponent discard card exile it's from their graveyard. Right, okay. I'm just gonna thin my deck out. Tiny Bones kind of shuts down Grand though, like... Unfortunately, Tiny Bones doesn't hurt us as much as, Bounce Off slightly better. Yeah, I think I should play Bounce Off instead, huh? I forgot about that card, to be fair. I did really forget about that card, so... It is, I was gonna say it's not relevant, but the Ashlizzlle Harmonizer deck actually plays, Wagon, of course, so it is relevant. Whatever, I'm gonna bounce Tiny Bones. She's not my Grand. Legit, we're countering this shit? Damn, bro. Grand is suspected. Of what crime has she committed? Grand, speak up. What the hell? Grand, what are you doing? Crimes against standard. It is clear, it is clear. Oh, it's a Toru. That's probably why they're playing, yeah, that's probably why they're playing, Bloodghast. Gran is innocent. Well. Are we sure about that? Well. She knows what she did. Like, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking of like Elena Tyrell or something, like a baddie like that, you know? Ooh, this has to be good, surely. Give me something nice. Eddie. I can live with that. Get some power going here. Alright. Period. This deck is just so fun. We're using lessons in like a, you know... I don't know. Honorable way, I guess. Non-evil? Yeah. Right. The ethical lessons deck? Yeah. Okay, I like this. Oh shit, we're against the other lesson deck now. Oh yes. Well, yes. Man, people are like sweating it out today, huh? Nice, they whiffed. We're gonna move on here. We're gonna be the more aggressive deck, I hope. You know, I do have to be careful because like these are like shocklands and stuff, which can hurt us. Something so nice about lesson players keeping a greedy one-lander and it backfiring on them completely. Brings me a lot of joy. A lot of joy, a lot of whimsy. It's only right. You know, let's get Gran up in here. Why not Diva? Gonna bounce one of these otters here. Well, the value for independent attachment comes from like filling up the graveyard, like put a spell in the graveyard and put a lesson in the graveyard, right? That's just like value. Man, sweet justice. Yeah, it is. I think Aetheress is like the only one that does it efficiently. You passed the curse. I didn't click keep on my greedy ass one-lander. Like, they did that themselves. I didn't click it for them, even though I would, but I didn't do it, so... You did it. You did it to yourself, buddy. Alright. Fortunately, we've managed to find Stormchaser's talent for a change, so that does help with our, like, aggression and stuff as well. Lessons! Okay. Origin of Metal Bending, please and thank you. Am I... Okay, I gotta get the Soul Guide Lanterns up in here as well. If I unsummon over Flopmaw, can target my own creatures. It's kind of the only reason why. Pick up and replay Dimir Crab. Protect Tolarian Terror. But it needs to be bounce off instead of unsummon. Because that's kind of like the better unsummon, I guess. Kind of like in my Boomer era, playing unsummon. It needs to be bounce off from either Drift, Loki. That would be the meta call. Okay, I'm gonna go into Reverse Rebuke. Pray for me, chat. Pray for me, chat. For real, for real. This could be so bad or so good. I don't know. It's gonna be something. That's for sure. That's for sure. We're checking out Simic Terror. It's a fun little, you know, trying to revive one of my favorite decks from the... like, I don't know, like a year ago. When Beanstalk was still legal. She's cute, you know, she's cute. She's not perfect, but she's cute. Currently it's mostly terrorizing us. Please. It's not that tough. I mean, it's cool. Like, we get style points, you know? That counts for something. We got, oh, look, that was actually a gas, like, this makes sense. Let's go. Fire. We get major style points. I mean, that's kind of play, you know? Kind of only want to play this if we get the Ancestral Recall out of it. Or like Ancestral Recall. What? Oh, Gran, yes! Good draw, Chad, good draw. Ads, yeah, sorry about the ads. We have to feed the cat. Ethics question. I am supposed to be having a meeting right now. I'm in a Zoom call and they are not. I'm charging them for this time. How long until I send a text to remind them about the meeting? I would just be an asshole and be like... I'd just be an asshole, sit there, and if they don't show up, just cash in while not working. I'm sorry. I would just be a fucking asshole. Yeah, charge the fuck out of them. Like, it's their problem for not showing up. Like... Damn it, they found Soul Guide Lantern. Like, how many people are involved in this? I think that also matters. Like, how many people are supposed to be on this meeting? Like, did they all just collectively forgot about it, or is it just like one single person? One person. I don't know, it depends on how much of a dick you want to be. Like, you could just be sitting there for 15 minutes and then send them a reminder, I guess. I don't know, I think whether or not, like, I think it also depends a lot on, like, your history with them and... You know, how they've behaved in the past and stuff. Like, if they have, like, a notorious history of just being, like, fucking lazy as hell, like the Stiff. Second I go shared roots. Oh, maybe I just set up Riddler here, I don't know. Screw it. No, not the Ancestral Recall! Gosh, I was like, oh, I'm doing pretty good right now, and all of a sudden they slam Ancestral Recall and I'm crying. I wish we had the same power. But my sideboard cards aren't showing up, like 0 Metal Bending, 0 Soul Guide Lanterns, despite that being like 6 cards that would really be so good here. None of them show up, but... I guess it's not over till it's over, but fuck, man, like... It'd be nice if we had some sideboard support sometimes, you know? I'm already on like 2 monuments and stuff. Alright. Never mind then. Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe some interaction next time could be cute, you know? Cyber cards, maybe. Could be cute. Maybe. Okay, that works. Zhao seems like a dead draw. What do you mean? Like, do you play against a lot of, like, monocolor jacks? Well, what tournament did that win? Champions qualifier? 2 Sephiroths. Oh, that's kind of sick. Check that out. Champions Cup special qualifier. I like the idea of that. I didn't see that somewhere online, I guess. I just gotta accumulate wisdom here. It's not full value, but it's okay. Quite like the shared routes here, I guess. I'm gonna use it to ramp myself up, fill up my grave. Ah. Fucked. Let me destroy this. Alright, chat. My ancestral recalls, or, well, my... Not really ancestral recall, but the vibes are online. The vibes, TM, the vibes. Soon we will thrive. Live our best lives, etc., etc. I'm just gonna get these guys set up here. Go forth, Galarian Terrors. Is this a fucking Essence Scatter? Oh no. Like, what is this? Maybe you've seen a lot of basics. I mean, you could take the card out and play like Magebane Lizard instead and put Zhao in the sideboard. You got options. Okay. Clearly they're trying to grow and accumulate wisdom. Oh, for fuck's sake, not the Soul Guide Lantern. Where's mine? Please. Mine is rotting. I have 3 copies too, you know. Yeah, Blood Crypt would definitely help the deck out. It's not tier 1 or anything. Like, you play it for the love of playing a strategy like that, not because you want to get a shitload of wins. I wish it was the case, but it isn't. It's just like a nice themed deck list. It's just vibes. Something different. Okay, give me my fucking vacuum. Or my lantern, I fear. Please. Yeah, I know they're up to some bullshit here. They're gonna try to combustion technique my terror. I'm gonna quench it. Recto's your fave, so you appreciate the deck list. Yeah, no, I'm 100% there with you. Like, I'm a big Recto's lover as well. It's true, it's true. It's true. Storm Chaser, I guess. We're fighting though, chat. We're rallying. But I would, if I could find any of my 3 Soul Guide Lanterns, I could be living an easier life. Much easier. Much easier. What's up, Ayu? How you doing? Much easier. Christ, okay. Just slamming 3 Storm Chaser Talents, no issue. Okay, what's that gonna do for us? Yeah, this is tricky. This is really tricky. Part of me is tempted to tap them down, but I also respect that I have to, like, you know, do this on the way back, of course. This is close, man. Boy, I wonder what they're gonna take back. Ahaha, can't be Ancestral Recall. Ahaha. Surely. That's Boomerang Basics. Two mana up. Rage. I'm hoping so hard, right, chat? I am full of copium. I am full of hopium. They didn't even need more cards. Yeah, they didn't. Full of hopium. Because I feel like they could have a counter here, you know? Opium. Chat, let's fucking go. Oh, let's fucking go. Who's the better lesson deck now? Am I right? We mull this. Okay. Chat, where the land's at? This is not the best. Okay, let's try it. Am I gonna watch the new Night show? Yeah, Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Yeah, I will, for sure. Okay, let's just get an island here. No, you just wear a wig. I think we gotta pass the turn here. I'm not sure what we're up against right now. Let's see. But in the... This is like a blue-eyed control deck. They have some of the like, shittiest mana I've seen in a while. Ooh, we got the Serpent of the Past there, though. I don't think I'm gonna hit a land, though. Guess you may as well spam another Shared Roots, I guess. Gets exiled. So it is a control deck. Interesting. Ooh, this could work out nicely. This is, like, this could work out really nicely. Which one do I want to grab? Eddie or Serpent of the Past? We're playing against control, so probably Serpent, I guess? Okay. A TV show kind of soap opera in Spain that ended after 8 seasons with it all being a dream of one of the characters. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, I think I would have molded. That's crazy. The classic like middle school writing era of like, and it was all a dream. GG. Oh man. RIP, I guess. Well, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get value out of this Idle Quencha again, but we'll see. It's terrible, like people shouldn't be able to get away with it. It was all a dream ending. I remember like being fucking, I don't know, like okay, well, I think I may just try and tax him on this. I remember being like, I don't know, like 8 or something, or like younger than that, and having to do a creative like writing class or whatever. And I remember like the only thing I remember from my story is ending it with like, and it was all a dream and thinking I ate. It was not true. And I did not get a good grade for it. Yeah, bitch, tried. So silly. Looking back on, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? But I thought I ate. So in my defense, I was 8 or something, but like, you know, it's all a dream. And then she woke up. Did they just uptick that? What the hell? I know Cerberus has passed, I just don't want to play into a counterspell. I'm just trying to like make shit make sense. Hmm. I'm wondering if like we need Tolarian Terror still. Okay, I guess I'm really not casting another Accumulate Wisdom till I top that one, huh? Damn, somehow impressed that that worked out. Not the smoothest, I mean, Gran, I fear we don't need you anymore. That's probably quite alright right now. I gotta find a way to break through this though, like at the moment, I'm kind of struggling. I mean, they can pay for that, right? Fucking stupid quench. Stupid quench. Nah, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that. I don't want to see fucking Liam Hemsworth as The Witcher. Like, bro, like, please. I'm not watching that. Yeah, pretend it does not exist. So far, we haven't done a great job at closing out games, but, you know. These cards have kind of been really awkward, too. It's just, like, really awkward that we're against specifically Elspeth that clogs up the battlefield with, like, 1/1s, you know? Maybe I just try to, like, level my Storm Chasers down to level 3, I think. Yeah, this is too far gone. It's too far gone. Okay. She's indestructible. I still don't mind, like, having access to the Quench in the first place, but it's like... I think it's impossible to keep a show going at a consistent quality during the streaming era. Everything felt so hard after 1 or 2 seasons. Yeah. I feel like one of the shows that, in my opinion, did not fall off and went down at a rabbit hole was Penny Dreadful. Like, Penny Dreadful knew how they wanted to end it and when they wanted to end it, and they did it. And didn't get pressured by, like, executives to milk a drive for, like, every single fucking drip they could. I will always respect that. At least my 2 cents. There's also people who think that it ended like shit, but I think it was great. I don't know. I heard that they just, like, wanted to end it like that, and they did. I don't know. I felt like it worked out. He's had a little grand action here. A little grand for the girlies. Oh my god, what the fuck? Yo. Maybe not like this. Where are the lessons at? Just get rid of that. Okay. Probably just shared roots so I can put some lessons in my grave. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess our backup plan to go around Graveyard Hate is just working with Storm Chaser's talent, you know? Hmm. See if we can pump up this otter. It's gonna be really hard if they wipe my graveyard, but... It's, think best I can do is just like grab lands, you know, and just be unbothered by unbothered by the Soul Guide Lantern. As much as I can. Dimir Crab's looking good at least. Yeah, Elspeth, you're not running this back, Diva. Like, your reign of terror ends here. I'm telling you right now. So tempted to go face as well, but... maybe I could put Eddie to 6. Yeah, our graveyard's gonna get wiped soon, though. I can tell you that much. Eddie? Okay, so we should still have it here, I think. Unless it's like... get lost, but I can still counter that. The crab, or put the otter to enough power right there. Damn it, I didn't even exile in response. Okay. Alright, alright. Alright. I think we gotta like work a little bit on the deck, but we're getting close to something. We gotta work on it a little bit more, but we're getting close to something here. Close, close. Okay. Triple accumulate wisdom. Sheesh, I can feel power. I do wonder that. I do think we're supposed to play Tolarian Terror over Serpent of the Past, though. I think, chat. I think. I do think we are. Also, like, I'm just, like, replying to my nephew because he caught me. Like, I told this kid... Ooh. Okay, I told this kid that if he ever got me a shiny Chikorita and Pokemon ZA, I'd give him a nice gift. And look what he got. He caught me a shiny Chikorita just now. I know he's been working on that for weeks. I know he's been working on that for weeks, so I'm gonna get him a nice gift in trade for the Chikorita. I mean... child labor. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Get that so many V-Bucks. I mean, whatever he wants, like... whatever he wants. He's just gotta give me that shiny Chikorita. Did you give him a quest? I did. I really did give him a quest. But he did it. Got the kids into mines for farming shiny Pokemon. Yeah. I wonder how we managed to do it. Exile each opponent's graveyard already? Dang. That feels a bit, like... early. I really like ZA. I think ZA is really fun. Yeah, I gotta have either another one or gonna try and, like, Pinnacle Star Cages or some shit. I don't know. Not sure exactly what the T is. Ooh, I could try Simic Sense and try to rip a land. But the safest thing is just grabbing the breeding pool. Let's do that. Am I on the right stream? Yeah, we're playing Simic Terror. It's true. It's true. I saw somebody, like, I saw a tweet about somebody, like, winning an RCQ while they were showing Breeding Pool, Gran, and Accumulate Wisdom. I was like, fuck, I want to see if I can bring back Simic Terror. And that's what we're doing right now. It's the vibe. Trying to accumulate wisdom here. Ooh, Origin of Metal Bending is probably what I'm going for here, though. All right, Gran. Let's put a Quench into Grave, I think. All right, Diva. Dude, I don't think so. You could try, but I'm locked in. Trust. Dude, I'm so locked in right now. Oh my god, that sequence was amazing. That sequence was amazing. Alright, Gran. And Accumulate Wisdom is dumb as fuck. Like, it's so fucking stupid, but yeah, here we are. Alright, Gran, you're the chosen one, I guess. Okay, so I can remove that. Rip is kind of brutal here, though. Have to find a way through, chat. How many cards we got left? 30. Gotta go for lethal. Chat, let's fucking go! Yo. Okay, wait. Whoa! Well, that was good, though. Like, game 1 was a bit rough, but game 2 and 3, we were doing it. Like,